I wait till the streetlights turn the room pale blue. Whisper your name like a prayer overdue. You drift off breathing slow against my skin. I stay tracing constellations where your dreams begin. Every midnight confession I poured in the dark, you answered with silence and the rise and fall of your heart. I needed your eyes open, needed you to hear, but sleep always won and left me. You didn't stay awake for the words I was too scared to say. You didn't stay awake, let the fragile things just slip away. I carry both our conversations through the night. You didn't stay awake, and love lost the fight. I kept the lamp on low so you could find your way back to me. If nightmares ever made you stray, but you slept through the trembling in my voice, slept through the moment I made my only choice to tell you everything, the fear, the fire, the fall. You dreamed right past it, never hurt at all. I learned the shape of waiting by the glow of your phone while you chased rest and left me alone. You didn't stay awake when the truth was bleeding through my seams. You didn't stay awake, but it's the breaking of my quiet dreams. I held the weight of unsaid love till dawn. You didn't stay awake, and now you're gone. I still talk to shadows on the ceiling fan, ask if they remember when you used to understand. I replay every almost, every nearly sad. Wonder if one open eye could have kept us from the dead. But sleep was kinder to you than I ever was, so you closed your lids and left because you didn't stay awake for the goodbye I never got to speak. You didn't stay awake, left me drowning in the words so weak. Now the bed is wider and the nights are long. You didn't stay awake, and nothing feels wrong. You didn't stay awake, I'm still wide-eyed and torn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. Was never reborn. 'Cause you didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was never reborn. You didn't stay awake, and love was ne dishes sat unwashed for weeks on end. Your chair stayed empty at the table's bent. I cooked enough for two, then scraped the plate. Fed the silence everything I ate. Your toothbrush rested like a monument. I couldn't throw away what love had spent. You said we're over clean, final cut, but my foolish heart refused to shut. I loved you still after the door closed and the echoes quit. I loved you still through every dawn and every jagged split. You walked into tomorrow without guilt, and I loved you still. I kept your scarf folded in the drawer. Smelled winter on it when the night sky soar. Wore your old hoodie when the cold came deep. Held the sleeves like arms that wouldn't keep. I whispered sorry to the empty room for loving someone already in their tomb. You found new laughter, brighter skies to chase. I stayed behind an old haunted place. I loved you still when the calendar tore your name away. I loved you still. Watch seasons change while I beg them stay. You build a life that didn't need my will, and I loved you still. I don't know how to stop a heart that's trained to beat your rhythm even when it's pain. I try to hate you, try to turn the page, but every line still carried your old stage. Maybe someday I'll learn to set it free, but tonight the only truth is loving thee. I loved you still, even as the stars forgot our names. I loved you still, carried fire through 1,000 blameless rain nights. You're gone and gone and gone beyond recall, and I loved you still through it all. I loved you still. The quiet won't reply. I loved you still, and part of me will die. You came home smelling like someone else's perfume. Eyes too bright, excuses already in bloom. I counted the hours you weren't in my sight, pretended the clock was just playing with night. Your phone face down like a loaded gun. I never asked, I just swallowed the run. Every red flag waved right in my face. I tied them into ribbons, called it grace. I loved you anyway, though the lies that tasted like yesterday. I loved you anyway, even when the truth cut deeper than pain. You gave me every reason to walk away, but I loved you anyway. your shirts with lipstick stains still wet. Hung them back up like nothing happened yet. I cooked your favorite when you came home late. Watched you eat while my heart learned to hate. I smiled these stories, laughed at the parts that didn't add up inside my scarred heart. You said, I'm sorry, like it fixed the break. I said, it's okay, while my soul would shake. I loved you anyway, when the nights grew colder and the words grew thin. I loved you anyway, kept pouring love where the cracks began. You built your escape while I built a stay. But I loved you anyway. I don't know why I stayed when the staying hurt most. Why I cradled the ghost of the man I love close. Maybe I thought if I loved hard enough, you'd remember the version of us that was tough. Maybe I thought broken could still be repaired if I just kept loving a man who wasn't there. I loved you anyway, till the mirror showed someone I didn't know. I loved you anyway, till the weight of the staying finally let go. You left with the pieces I begged you to say. And I loved you anyway, even when it killed me slow. I loved you anyway. Now I'm learning how to let go. I traced your shadow on the bedroom wall, kept every promise folded small. You said forever with the softest light, and I believed it like July. Your hand in mine felt like the truth. I built my whole world around you. I should have known when the silence grew, when I love you started sounding new. I trusted loved ones, gave in my veins, let it live inside me like oxygen. I trusted loved ones, now every breath tastes like rust, and your name's still death. I trusted loved ones, never again. Your suitcase waited by the door for weeks. I pretended not to see the leaks. I watered flowers that were already dead, slept on your side of the bed, kept your toothbrush like a holy relic, hoping ghosts could still be magic. Every unfind was a louder scream. You were packing while I still dreamed. I trusted loved ones, handed you the knife, watched you carve your way out of my life. I trusted loved ones, now the mirror shows a stranger wearing all my old clothes. I trusted loved ones, God, what a cost. Sometimes I still reach across the sheet for the warmth that forgot how to meet. I whisper sorry to the empty space, for believing someone could stay. I don't hate you, that would mean I'm free. I just hate the part that still loves what used to be. I trusted love once. It felt like flying till the wings were only mine for crying. I trusted love once, now the sky looks wrong. Every star sings the same old song. I trusted love once, and it was gone. I trusted love once, now I lock the door. I trusted love once, and I don't anymore. I trusted love once, and I don't anymore. I still smell your coffee on the kitchen wall. The mug you left half full, and now you called it off. Your sweater's in the drawer, still folded like you cared. I wear it when the silence gets too hard to bear. We promise we'd grow wrinkles side by side. Laugh lines, carving stories, hands that never hide. But you walked out the door before the first grade came. Left me aging backwards, screaming out your name. This love that didn't grow old, it's frozen where you let it go. Still burns like summer in my chest, while winter lives inside the rest. We never got to turn the page, never earned our silver stage. This love that didn't grow keeps dying, keeps breaking cold. I passed the park, we carved our names into the bench. The wood is splintered now, the letters faded, drenched. Kids run past with futures they don't know can end. I sit and watch them chase what we could never mend. Your voice still answers when the phone forgets to ring. I talk to empty air, let every old song sing. I tell you I'm still here, still waiting for the day you realize you miss the home we threw away. This love that didn't grow old, it's frozen where you let it go. Still burns like summer in my chest, while winter lives inside the rest. We never got to turn the page, never earned our silver stage. This love that didn't grow old keeps dying young, keeps breaking cold. Maybe in some other life we make it through the storm. Maybe you don't leave, maybe I'm not torn. But in this one I'm holding ghosts of every touching word. A love that never aged is the loudest hurt I've heard. This love that didn't grow old still bleeds the color you once wore. I'm older now, but you're still 23, smiling in the pictures haunting me. We never got our rocking chairs, never grayed each other's hair. This love that didn't grow old is the only part of me that won't grow cold. trace the same mistake on your back every night. Fingertips spelling sorry in the low bedside light. You turn away gentle like mercy was a chore. I kept coming back, begging for more. I learned your silence is cataloged every side. Still ran over the fire with wide open eyes. You said we'll get it right next time. I believed it like gospel heroin. Love that didn't learn kept crashing into the same sharp turn. Love that didn't learn healed the wound just to watch it burn. I gave you my lessons, you handed them back. Love that didn't learn stayed on the wrong track. I memorized the shape your goodbye would take, the slow exhale before the final break. Still I'd wake up reaching across the sheet for the hand that only knew how to retreat. I wrote you forgiveness in invisible ink, hoping one day you would stop and think. Every scar I carried you called a fresh start, while I was stitching clothes the same torn heart. A love that didn't learn built the same altar, lit the same match. Love that didn't learn watched the ashes fall and still came back. I begged for different, you gave me the same. Love that didn't learn carried your name. I don't hate the fall, I hate how slow I fell, how I saw the cliff and rang the warning bell, only to stand at the edge and whisper your praise while the ground gave way in familiar ways. Maybe some hearts are wired to repeat the ache till love the room before the break. Love that didn't learn still whispers your name when the house is still. Love that didn't learn pays tuition in tears it can never repay the bill. I'm walking away now, limping and slow from a love that didn't learn how to let go. Love that didn't learn is still trying. Love that didn't learn, but I'm finally crying. I wrote your name in steel on the bathroom glass, watched it vanish slow like every chance we had. I folded all my longing into paper planes, threw them towards your window through the pouring rain. Soaked and fell before they ever crossed the street, carrying I love you no one else would meet. I screamed it quiet, whispered it loud, but the distance between us swallowed every sound. Love that didn't reach you fell short like stars too tired to burn. Love that didn't reach you you soft like bruises left too long. Love that didn't reach you, kept singing its same broken song. I'll carry what was meant for your skin. Love that didn't reach you stays buried within. Your coffee mug on the second shelf still smells like mornings we believed in ourselves. Your sweater's folded where you left it last. I folded smaller every month that's passed. I talk to silence like it might reply, asking why a stay became a goodbye. You didn't slam the door, drifted slow, like smoke I couldn't hold, like falling snow. Love that didn't stay, left its shape in the dust on my pillowcase. Love that didn't stay, carved your name and walked the other way. Every heartbeat's an echo of the weight of a love that didn't stay. I still set to place when the table's too wide. Light both candles, then blow one aside. Your half of the closet hangs like a shrine, empty hangers clicking like wind chimes. I hearse the moment you might come through, but the doorbell never answers for you. You said forever so quietly, I almost missed how the word already carried a goodbye kiss. Love that didn't stay, faded like headlights turning the corner away. Love that didn't stay, took the color and left the gray. I'm still reaching for hands that slipped that day from a love that didn't stay. I don't hate the way you left so clean, no screaming, no scene, just a slow machine that quietly erased every trace of us. Still loving you feels like touching rust. I forgive you, that's the cruelest part. I still carry the ghost inside my heart. Love that didn't stay, built a home and burned the key. Love that didn't stay, lives in every song that sounds like me. I'll sing it soft till my voice gives way to the love. The love that didn't stay. Love that didn't stay, I still wait anyway. Love that didn't stay. God, I wish you'd stay. back. Hung it on the hook beside the photos we cracked. The hallway still remembers your footsteps fading. Every creak sounds like your name escaping. I sweep the floor where we once danced. Too slow, but the dust just settles where your shadow used to go. You said this place was ours until it wasn't anymore. Now every room feels borrowed, every door feels like a war. Love without a home wanders cold corridors it used to own. Love without a home knocks on walls that answer with their own. I built you shelter with these trembling hands, but love without a home slips through like sand. Your coat still hangs like it's waiting for rain. I touch the sleeve and feel the ache again. The kettle whistles for two cups that never meet. I pour one out and watch it circle the drain. The windows fog with breath I can't explain. Every sigh still carries your refrain. You left the light on when you walked away. Now darkness learns your shape and decides to stay. Love without a home drifts through the rooms like smoke from dying coal. Love without a home searches every corner for a pulse or soul. I offer roof warmth and all I had to give, but love without a home couldn't learn to live. Sometimes I stand beneath the ceiling fan, feel the air move circles where your arms once ran. I whisper, come back to the empty space you shape, but echoes only teach me how silence escapes. I don't want the house, I just want the feeling of belonging somewhere that it isn't slowly peeling. Love without a home still waits on the porch when the nights turn long. Oh, love without a home sings the same old lullaby gone wrong. I'll keep the porch light burning till my sight gives out for a love without a home that never figured out. Love without a home is still looking for the door. Love without a home, and I'm still on the floor. Gave you sunrise while you handed me dust. Poured every ounce of light till my hands were rust. You took the mornings, left me the afterglow. I kept saying more when you said enough, let go. I carried both our weights across the swaying wire. You never noticed how my feet caught fire. One heart wide open, the other locked tight. I bled devotion, you slept. 'Through the night, love without balance tipped the scale and never righted itself. Love without balance left me drowning in the love I felt. You took the ocean, I drank the empty shell. Love without balance. And I wrote you letters you never had to read, kept your name alive on lips that learned to bleed. You gave me crumbs and called it a feast. I thanked you softly while my hunger increased. Every I'm sorry I swallowed like wine while you stayed sober and perfectly fine. I built the bridge with bones from my own frame. You crossed it once and never spoke my name. Love without balance bent the branch until it snapped in two. Love without balance gave my all and received so few. I held the ladder while you climbed to blue. Love without balance left me without you. I don't want fairness, I just want the ache to end, to stop measuring love by how much I bend. I was the river rushing to fill your dry land. You were the dam that kept me from reaching sand. Now the current slows heavy with what I gave, and I'm still flowing to a mouth that won't save. Love without balance taught me gravity the cruelest way. Love without balance watch me shatter day after day. I poured forever into a cup you'd betray. Love without balance, and it stayed that way. Love without balance still tips towards your side. Love without balance, and I'm the one who cried. I watch your shadow stretch across the floor, longer every evening, closer to the door. You packed your silence in a suitcase slow. I pretended not to notice how the zippers close. Your hand brushed mine like habit, not like need. I held on tighter to the air you leave. You never said the words that cut the deepest, just walked away while I was still believing. My heart fell left, luggage on a platform no one claimed. My heart fell left in the cold between your I'm okay and shame. You took the future, handed me the past. My heart fell left, and it's still out there fast. coffee pot, so this is for one cup. I pour it anyway and let it cool enough. Your pillow keeps the crease, you're never smooth. I lie on my side so the empty stays unused. I talk to walls that used to hold your voice. They echo nothing back, no second choice. You left so cleanly, no blood, no scar, but absence carves the deepest mark. My heart fell left, abandoned in the hallway where we kissed. My heart fell left while you moved forward. I stayed in the mist. Every heartbeat stumbles on your name. My heart fell left, and nothing feels the same. I don't want you back to fix what's torn. I just wanna stop waking up, reborn into mornings I still expect your weight on the mattress, on the promises we made. I searched the quiet for the part you took, the piece of me that never learned to look away from where you used to stand and stay. Now only echoes answer anyway. My heart fell left, carrying your ghost through every room. My heart left beneath the weight of thin air. You walked into tomorrow free and light. My heart fell left, still waiting in the night. My heart fell left, it never found a trace. My heart fell left, and love stayed in the rain. I told you every shadow that lived inside my head, every fear that kept me awake in our bed. You smiled like it was sweet, like it made you stay. But honesty was heavy and you walked away. I never learned the art of saying less, so I gave you the whole truth in every caress. You wanted lighter words, prettier lies. I only knew how to look you in the eye. My heart stayed on it, even when the truth made you run. My heart stayed honest till the silence weighed a ton. I could have played the game, bent the blame. My heart stayed honest and lost you just the same. I said I'm scared you'll leave on a third quiet night. You laughed it off, soft said don't borrow fright. Months later the suitcase sat open on the floor. You packed the secrets I never asked for. I still told you I love you while you turned to go, because holding it in would have hurt me more. You said too much truth feels like a cage. I said too little truth feels like rage. My heart stayed honest, kept bleeding every word it knew. My heart and it broke me too. Now the mirror shows a mouth that won't lie, eyes that still search for the reason why. I don't regret the openness, the cost. I just miss the version of us that was lost when being real was enough to keep you near, instead of driving you further from here. My heart stayed honest, even as the goodbye formed on your tongue. My heart stayed honest, while the damage slowly stung. You needed shadows to feel safe and strong. My heart stayed honest, and now I sing this song. And now I sing this song. My heart stayed honest, it still does today. My heart stayed honest in its quiet, stubborn way. I still flinch when the phone lights up at night, hoping your name will cut through the quiet. I keep the voicemail you left last July. Play it sometimes just to hear you try. Your voice sounds tired, like you already knew. I'd forgive the things you put me through. You walked away, I left no room for doubt. I stayed tender, couldn't figure out how. My heart stays soft, even after the storm tore the roof apart. My heart stays soft, still bleeds when I see your face in the dark. You hardened like stone, I stayed open wide. My heart stays soft, and I never learned to hide. I watered the plants you said would die. They're blooming now under borrowed sky. Your half of the bookshelf gathers dust and light. I dust it gently every other night. I smile strangers the way you used to smile, hoping kindness might travel the extra mile. You said I was foolish to feel this deep, but shallow love is the only kind you could keep. My heart stays soft, while you built your walls brick by bit of brick. My heart stays soft, still hopes for the love you made sick. I carry the bruise like a secret song. My heart stays soft, even when it was wrong. I don't want revenge, I don't want to hate. I just want the part of me you didn't break to stop whispering your name in my sleep, to stop believing the promises you couldn't keep. But every scar still bends toward the light, because my stupid heart refuses to fight. My heart stayed soft through the silence, the slamming doors, the rain. My heart stayed soft, still cold. watch the clock hands hesitate at dusk. Your eyes already somewhere else, no trust. The way you held your fork like it might break. I tasted goodbye in the meal we fade. Your laughter echoed hollow through the hall. I knew the walls were starting to fall. The air grew heavy with the words unsaid. I felt the thread pull loose inside my head. The end I felt coming, like winter whispering through summer skin. The end I felt coming, a quiet unraveling where love had been. I held on tighter to the fading hum of the end I felt coming. Your shoes by the door collected dust and time. I polished them anyway, like a prayer rhyme. The photos on the shelf turned slightly gray. I straightened frames that wanted to sway. Your pillow kept the shape of where you lay. But mornings came with colder yesterday. You smiled through the cracks I couldn't mend. I whispered warnings to the wind. The end I felt coming, in the spaces between your good night and dawn. The end I felt coming, a shadow stretching longer till it's gone. I traced the fracture lines beneath your calm. The end I felt coming. I don't blame the storm, it brewed so slow in the silences. Only I seem to know. I loved you through the shiver in your touch. Clung to embers turning into such a fragile ash. Now I sit alone, warming hands on memories turned to stone. Why did I wait for the door to close when I'd already felt the chill in my bones? The end I felt coming, like rain on a window I couldn't shut. The end I felt coming, drowned the promises and what if and but. Now the quiet house sings its lonely song of the end I felt coming all along. The end I felt coming. It's here, soft and fine. The end I felt coming. And love went silent. I still wake up reaching for the space you filled. Fingers find nothing but the cold you willed. The pillow keeps a den of your last goodbye. I press my face there just to feel I didn't die. Your scent is gone, but the ache remembers well how love left quietly and took my spell. You walked out clean, no mess, no trace of fight, but the wound you made still bleeds at night. The hurt that stayed, life's deeper than the love you ever gave. The hurt that stayed, sleeps in my chest, refuses to So plays that song we chose. I sit alone, now let the memory overdose. Your name slips out when strangers ask me why. I smile and say old friend and almost cry. You moved on forward, found a brand new start. I'm still standing frozen where you broke my heart. The hurt that stayed grows roots around the ribs you used to hold. The hurt that stayed turns every breath into a story told, and whispers to the dark when no one's near. The hurt that stayed won't disappear. I tried to bury it beneath new days, tried to drown it in the working haze, but pain has patience, waits for quiet hours, returns like rain to wilt the fragile flowers. I don't hate you, hate would set me free. This hurt just clings and says you're still in me. The hurt that stayed carries your shadow long after you're gone. The hurt that stayed sings lullabies of what we did so wrong. I'll wear it quiet till my final breath. The hurt that stayed is all that's left. The hurt that stayed originated by heart. The hurt that stayed and tore my world apart. I still hear the screen door slam at 3 a.m. You said you'd be right back, you never came. I held our daughter while the streetlights hum, told her daddy's working like it wasn't none. I kept the porch light burning every night, waiting for the man who lost the fight. You promised safety wrapped in wedding bands, but safety cracked right through your hands. You didn't protect us, left us standing in the rain you made. You didn't protect us, watch the promises turn into blades. Every I love you echoes in the dust. You didn't protect us. She asked for stories of the way you left. I tell her half truths cut the other half. Your side of the bed still smells like cigarettes, and all the sorries you never said. I fix her hair the way you used to do, then turn away so she won't see me break into. You walked away, clean, no blood on your name. Why we're still bleeding from the same old shame. You didn't protect us, took the shield and left us in the storm. You didn't protect us, so let the cold come creeping through the torn. We built our little world on what you swore. You didn't protect us. I don't want your ghost to say you're sorry now. I just want the night she stops asking how. I carry both our hearts inside my chest, the one you broke and the one that's left. Sometimes I hate you, sometimes I space where your shoulder used to rest. The exact distance your breath will leave on my chest. You pull me nearer, then drift an inch too far. I measure love in centimeters. You called it a scar. Every night I'd reach across that quiet line, hoping fingers would find yours one more time. You said I'm right here, but your voice sounded miles. I learned the shape of absence in your smiles. You didn't stay close enough, left a gap no apology could fill. You didn't stay close enough, now every touch feels like a phantom chill. I held on to shadows while you slipped away. You didn't stay close enough, and I'm still paying. Your coat sleeve brushed mine in crowded rooms. I'd lean in secret, chase and borrow perfume. You turn your face just half a breath too soon. I collected almost like pieces of the moon. I memorized the rhythm of your turning back, the soft click of distance on a worn-out track. You called it freedom, I called it slow bleed. We both pretended it wasn't the need. You didn't stay close enough, left the warmth to freeze between our skin. You didn't stay close enough, no silence lives where your heartbeat's been. I beg the inches not to grow so wide. You didn't stay close enough, and part of me died. I don't know when the closeness turned to ghosts, when almost touching hurt the very most. I still sleep on my side, keep you half clean, whisper come closer to the space between. Maybe if I pulled you harder, maybe if I'd screamed. But love shouldn't need a break to be seen. You didn't stay close enough, left a hollow shaped exactly like your frame. You didn't stay close enough, now every song I sing carries your name. I reach for nothing in the darkest night. You didn't stay close enough, and it still doesn't feel right. You didn't stay close enough. The distance won. You didn't stay close enough, and I'm still undone. Still flickers like it's waiting for your key. I count the steps you used to take from door to me. Your shadow used to stretch across this hardwood floor. Now the sun just burns the place you don't walk through anymore. We bought those matching mugs the weekend after rain. Yours is dusty on the shelf, mine's cracked from all I still sit two places when the table feels too wide. Then scrape your portion in the bin and choke on quiet pride. You didn't stay long enough to see the worst of me. You didn't stay long enough for apologies to mean anything. You left before the fire turned soft, before the sorries healed the cost. You didn't stay long enough to watch love turn to us. I keep your half of the blanket folded on your side. It still smells faintly like the cologne you used to hide. Nights get longer every time I reach and find you gone. The bed's too big, the silence sings the same old song. They say time fixes everything, but time just drags your ghost. Every corner holds a memory you hurt the most. I talk to walls that used to echo back your laugh. Now they only give me echoes of the aftermath. You didn't stay long enough to see the worst of me. You didn't stay long enough for apologies to mean anything. You left before the fight turned soft, before the sorries healed the cost. You didn't stay long enough to watch love turn to us. Maybe in another year I'd learn to let you fade. Maybe I'd stop checking doors for steps you never made. But right now every breath still tastes like almost forever. And almost forever feels worse than ever. You didn't stay long enough to break me all the way. You didn't stay long enough to see me beg you stay. You left me hanging in the gray, half in love, half thrown away. You didn't stay long enough, and I'm still here anyway. You didn't stay. You didn't stay. And I'm still counting seconds that never turn to us. I was still learning how to trust the quiet. You were already tired of the riot inside my chest where old words still spoke. I asked for time, you thought it a joke. Every slow morning I tried to unfold. You wanted the story already told. I needed seasons, you needed now. I was blooming crooked, you wouldn't allow. You didn't stay patient. Left before the force had time to thaw. You didn't stay patient. Couldn't wait for the cracks to mend it all. I was growing for you, slow and small. You didn't stay patient, and I lost it all. I kept the letter shelf, afraid the words would scare away yourself. You said hurry up and heal so we can start. I was stitching shadows back into my heart. Every I'm trying sounded like delay. You packed your mercy and walked away. You wanted sunrise, I was still midnight. I begged for one more inch of light. You didn't stay patient, couldn't hold the space where I was breaking through. You didn't stay patient, left me mid-sentence, mid-breath, mid-you. I was almost there, almost knew. You didn't stay patient, now I'm without you. I don't blame the hurry in your veins, I just wish you'd sat with me through the rain. Watch the petals bruise before they open wide. Held my trembling hand until the tide of fear receded and the color came. Instead you left whispering my name, like a promise you never meant to keep, while I was still learning how to sleep. Final, you didn't stay patient, and the garden I was tending turned to stone. You didn't stay patient, now I bloom alone. Every slow breath carries what we could have known. You didn't stay patient, and I'm still overgrown. You didn't stay patient. Time won't forgive that kind of gone, and love moved on. You didn't stay patient. Love moved on. I left the porch light on till the bowl burned black. Kept your coffee cup warm in case you came back. You said you needed just a little space. I gave you the whole sky and lost your face. Every evening I listened for tires on gravel, heard only the wind carrying pieces of travel. You packed your heart in the quietest way, didn't even fight, just let it decay. You let love go, like a bird you opened your hands to the storm. You let love go, watched it vanish and called it the norm. I was still holding tight to the string. You let love go and clip both our wings. The toothbrush dried out in the cup by the sink. I kept replacing the pace like it might make you think. The bed stayed half-made on your side of the sheet. I smoothed the wrinkles, hoping your warmth would repeat. I whispered your name to the ceiling at 3, but the echo came back colder than meat. You didn't slam doors or scream through the night. You just walked out slow into the light. You let love go, like smoke you exhaled and never inhaled again. You let love go, left me breathing the ash of what might have been. I beg the silence to tell me why. You let love go without even a goodbye. I don't hate how you chose your own road, I just take it how easily you unshouldered the load. We built something fragile with tremor two hearts in my chest, the one still beating and the one they